Kevin Hines talks openly about his struggle with mental health. His goals are to create a space where community members can discuss the realities of suicide and to inspire people to find hope and seek help for their own mental struggles. Here at Western, Building Resilience and Voicing Empathy, or BRAVE, is a campus-wide program that provides resources for people struggling with depression, provides support for their friends and family, and aims to break down stigmas surrounding depression, offering a path towards resilience.
It's been almost 80 years since the construction of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. From 1937 to now, it has been estimated that 1,700 people have jumped from the bridge, making it the second most used suicide location in the world. The 70-meter drop kills 98% of jumpers. About 26 people have survived the drop. September of the year 2000, Kevin Hines attempted to end his life at the age of 19. In the 4 seconds between letting go of the rail and hitting the water, he gained a new perspective on life.
Living with severe mental illness or brain disease is the hardest thing I do on a daily basis. Prior to my attempt on the Golden Gate Bridge, me going over that rail, I was hearing voices in my head telling me I had to die, telling me I was a burden to everyone around me, telling me that I was useless, worthless and less than, that I had no purpose. None of that was true. My brain was trying to kill me. I was trying to stay alive. And that's, if you can imagine a pain deriving from here that doesn't just cause headaches and migraines, but causes you to see things that don't exist to anyone but you, hear things that don't exist to anyone but you, believe that you have no other option but to die. I wasn't trying to hurt my family. I wasn't trying to hurt my friends. I was trying to make the pain in my brain stop. Recognizing today that pain that has caused my brain is because of chemistry allows me to, every time I get that pain, choose life. And ask the people next to me for help. And that's what this is about. It's about reaching out to this audience and the people that show up today. It doesn't matter if there are 5 people in that audience or 500. The people that are in the audience were the ones that needed to be there. And I hope to reach them. And I can tell you that I will never attempt to take my own life again. Is the exact same thing that 19 Golden Gate Bridge jump survivors have also said.
That I had people that cared about me and loved me, and I learned that I had to take responsibility for my mental illness, and I had to fight it tooth and nail.
Today, Kevin is using his second chance to make a difference, sharing his story to inspire hope and promoting resources that can mean the world for those in need.
I would say that if you're living with a brain disease or brain health condition of any kind, and you don't know what to do, there are local chapters of the National Alliance on Mental Illness that can help you and your family. There are suicide prevention organizations like Suicide Awareness, Voices of Education, SAVE.org, that can guide you to how to help yourself and heal. There's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. Press 1 for active duty military veterans or servicemen and women. All of these things can be tools to guide you to a better place.
Here at Western, Farah Green Palmer manages the university's suicide prevention program called BRAVE.
We call it BRAVE, which stands for Building Resilience and Voicing Empathy. And right now we're having our very first depression and seasonal affective disorder screening day called Beat the Blues. I think every school should have a suicide prevention program. And before I got here, I think Western was doing some things with prevention and wellness services, but kind of just, here or there. And then they had, anytime anybody has more than 1 or 2 deaths by suicide, they start to pay attention. And so several years ago, there were a few. Not sure about exact numbers, I wasn't here then, but that's why they wrote the grant. They felt like we need to make sure that we're showing everyone we take suicide prevention seriously, we take mental health seriously, we care about our students.
Both of us are peer counselors for the CPIT program, which is a crisis preventive intervention team. And well, what we do is we will reach out to people who have called or gotten in touch with us. They're in crisis, and it doesn't matter, we go to them. And we're peer counselors. Each of us go out with clinicians, and we sit down and have conversations and provide all the resources that they may need.
I guess what I want people to know is that they can recover, and that, it's not weakness. Actually, it takes a lot of courage to speak up and be vulnerable in front of people. And that doesn't mean you need to tell everyone. Just find a few people that you trust and people who know what they're talking about and can help you.
And it's got some nifty tech, and it can tilt, which means you can ride it sort of more like a normal bike while still having the stability of a front axle. And much like the Selexity, it has front suspension, so it can be applied. Just brakes front and back, so that means you got good stopping power, and these motors can give you a lot of push. So you definitely want to be able to slow it down. I also like that it's got suspension, because it just means the bike can ride over bumps and stuff. And again, when you've got power coming through, you don't want the bike jumping around on bumps or anything.